All right. It is a great day for yet another Coinsider live stream. I'm your host, Kevin, and as you all know, I'm coming at you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. At what time? That's right, 12 noon Eastern time, USA time. Really easy to remember. So if you like any of these streams and you know when to join me next is on Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern. And then Friday on 12 noon Eastern time. Okay, so so one thing I'm starting to do is leave timestamps on every stream afterwards. So if you are watching this stream after the fact, then I will have timestamps so you can jump around to different segments. Now, of course, I know you guys love all our different segments, from the main segment to Tokenomics Takedown to the breaking news to KOL Call Tracking. I know you love them all, so you want to watch this entire stream. But in case you want to jump around and you're watching this afterwards, then the timestamps will be there for you. Now, one thing I want to show you guys is, guys, check this out. One sec. Let me share my screen. Blah, blah, blah. Check this out. I still got it in me. If you watch this video, 112,000 views in the past 2 days. Tell me, folks, tell me what other channel on crypto YouTube can outperform like this? No one. It's us and us alone at Coinsider. No one else can put out such a banger S-tier video in this market environment where retail really isn't watching right now. I don't care how big the channel is. Sure, they may get their average views, right? If they're doing like 30K on average, or I don't know, 60K, 80K on average, but can they outperform like we just did? No, they cannot. No, they cannot. We stand alone in this channel. On this billions are flowing to Bitcoin, we still got it. We can still put out banger content like no one else in the crypto space. No one else. We stand alone. Okay, enough of that. I just wanted to gloat a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so thank you all very much, because last stream our goal was 100 likes on the stream and the VOD afterwards, right? And we were able to get there. Let me see. How many did we get? Right here, Joyful July. We got 152. You see that? 152 right here. So we destroyed our 100 like goal. So thank you so much. If you can help me out this stream, whether you're watching right now or watching after the fact, just a quick like. If you think I gave you good information and analysis, and you like the vibes, you like the chat, you like the community, then please give me a like. 100 likes, I would be so grateful for it. Okay, so today's main segment is, that's a really great result. Okay. Frank Harris Kruger. I've been following you for 2 years. Your topics and content are really amazing, well-researched. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I love our long-term viewers, our Coinsider community. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you guys definitely got to join us at Retail DAO as well. That's our token-gated community for serious retail investors who care about research, who care about analysis. There's no other community like that in the world, guaranteed. Links below in the description to join. And I'll tell you more about it later after the main content in this stream. But this is our main segment. But as always, we got to start out with a quick market pulse. Okay, so let me pull up some stuff. Real quick. Okay. So markets are still sideways. There was a little pump yesterday. And I was like, Joyful July is back. But then it's still chop. Like that's the reason why my video did so well, because I was like, billions are flowing into Bitcoin. Why is the price still stuck? Why is it still sideways, right? Well, you got to watch that video if you haven't already to find out why. But it's still sideways. I'm still here for Joyful July. Wow, it's more greed. It's more greedy than it was yesterday. Are y'all feeling more greedy? I'm feeling the same, actually. Well, actually, maybe I am feeling a little more greedy because I still think it's Joyful July. So I do think it's fair to be like slightly in the greed. It's not like overwhelmingly greed, right? But neutral or greed, I would agree with that. Now, let us go to just to look at some things real quick. BTC dominance. Where is it? Market cap BTC dominance. 30 minutes is not the right. Let's look at 4 hours. BTC dominance is still indecisive. It's kind of chopping in this range. But if it can drop down, then we'll get like maybe a week or this was only like a few days. This is less than a week. Can we get another week's worth of mini alt season and get us feeling the hopium again? Maybe. Let's see. Also, always important to look at a DXY, the dollar index, because if this can go weaker and weaker, if this can go weak, continue going weaker, that's good for Bitcoin. Maybe not altcoins, but it's definitely good for Bitcoin. But if this starts rocketing back up again, if this starts going back up again, arguably that's bad for us, for all of Bitcoin, not even Bitcoin, but also the NASDAQ, right? Let's see what NASDAQ. Wow, NASDAQ is crazy, guys. This is insane. NASDAQ at just all-time highs. Let's see, S&P 500. Same. Just insane for the equities markets. We need some of this to flow into crypto, right? And let's see. Flows. Okay, still positive. We're still having positive flows into Bitcoin ETFs so far. Wow, so many more longs than shorts in this hyperliquid long short trader ratio. Remember, guys, we don't like this being that high because then that means the market wants to punish some people on the long side, right? So it's just good to keep in mind. And then let's see, the liquidation map. We have some things to flush out at. We have some longs to flush out at 107.7, but we have a lot of shorts to flush out here at 110. So maybe we go for this 110 first. Usually the market likes to liquidate. You know, when there's too heavy amount of shorts or longs, the market likes to punish them and go for those liquidations. So this was a quick market pulse. Next up, before we get to this main segment of the day, the who moved to 80K BTC, before we get there, there's another biggest news that I want to share with y'all. In chat, by the way, I love y'all writing me in chat because I will always try to check out stuff as they come. But I have some really interesting stuff for you. Did y'all see this? Did y'all see this, chat? Let me know. Biggest news of the day would have to be this. This was yesterday. They said if you stake $100K worth of ton plus $35K initiation fee for a 10-year residency, then you get that golden visa in the UAE, right? This was the initial post. Here's another one. Access to golden visas. Ton officially partnered with the UAE, allowing those who stake $100,000 in Ton to be eligible. And appears to be a fast track compared to the traditional process. But so this was huge, right? This is like utility. This is like crypto people and invited. Crypto people get priority. This is amazing for Ton. But wait. Even Durov, even Pavel Durov, the CEO of Telegram, even he retweeted this. Massive for crypto adoption, bullish for Ton, bullish for his own coin. And here was the Ton org. See, look at this thing. It's from Ton org. This is from their official site. This is from their official Ton Foundation site. 10-year UAE golden visa. And then they said there's this premature announcement. Oh, they completely like removed the page. Wow. CZ said, is this real? It would be awesome if true, but he has conflicting info so far. Some say that this is just so they charge you $35K to pass your application for an agent who usually only charge $1K. The website seems to give impression that $35K plus $100K staking guarantees a golden visa. Not clear if this is true. Not able to verify, right? They said golden visa is great. And then someone was like, it should be true. And then CZ wrote, it says a chance, not a guarantee. So this is kind of like scammy, right? And then check out what Irina wrote. Turns out to be fake news. UAE authorities denied it and site is down. CZ said thirst but verify. This would usually have some sort of government partnership and announcement. So they're like, if this is real, BNB should do the same. If it is real, we'll definitely try to get it on BNB too. Look at the price of Ton coin. This was some straight scamming stuff. Look at the scammer pump and then retrace. What a scam pump, right? What a scam pump. What a scam pump. But you know what? I'm wondering if y'all would even want to move to the UAE. You know, I'm gonna make a poll actually. Give me a sec. I'm gonna make a quick poll. A quick poll. Move to UAE with crypto visa if it existed. Yes. Hell yes. No way. Starting the poll. All right, guys, vote. I want to see if you guys would even want to move to the UAE with the crypto visa. That's very interesting to see. Very scammy if not true. Yeah. Highest watch videos this year. Exactly. I should do more macro videos. Thank you, Maverick. Not true. Fake news. Exactly, guys. Exactly. Look at this dump. Living in the UAE is overrated. That's true. And you know what? I think there's a lot of scammers there too. Scammers who run away from their own country and they're like rich in the UAE. So they're like outside the law, you know. Those guys disgust me. Let me know. Yo, type in chat if they disgust you too. Like all the crypto scammers who move to UAE and they don't get justice, they don't get punished. Like screw them. Screw them. Let's see. No way. Okay, it looks like most people. Okay, I'll leave that poll on, but I want to share some other stuff. What's going on with Ton? They made a announcement that's by staking Ton, you can get UAE. Did the CEO get a kickback? The pump was short-lived. If Ton wants to be a serious player, it needs to take actions that can be taken seriously, not engage in short-term pump and dumps. To recover their lost credibility, some heads might need to roll. I agree completely. They got to fire some people for this BS. Like, why would the Ton Foundation CEO do this, right? It's some heads have got to roll. Heads have got to roll. And media ran with it. Telegram's founder shared it. Even CZ reacted. Then the UAE regulators issued a public denial. No license, no partnership, no visa. Announcing something like this without the other side even knowing about it is an operational comms disaster. Comms isn't just telling your story. It's make sure it doesn't blow up in your face 24 hours later. UAE denies Ton golden visa claim. Right? So, yeah. No, I believe they're even less restrictive, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Okay, time for what you've all been waiting for. Who moved the 80K BTC and why? There are a lot of crazy theories and on-chain investigations and things like that. Well, now we're going to dive deep into all that. You guys are in for a treat. But real quick, remember, goals is 100 likes on the stream. We were able to get to that last time. Hopefully we're able to get to that this time. So if you're all watching, you like this stream, you like the vibes, you like the community, please just a quick like. And if you're watching the VOD afterwards, a quick like would help as well. Okay, let me pull up a bunch of tabs because we got a lot to look into here. We have so much to look into. You have no idea. Just give me a second. I have like 20 different links to pull up. This is going to blow your mind. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Let me share my screen. And chat, I want to hear your thoughts as well as you watch this. Wait, why is this like... Okay, there we go. Okay. 8 dormant Satoshi era Bitcoin. This was the original announcement, right? Reactivated after 14 years, moving over $8 billion in BTC since last night. So here is the on-chain proof. Yeah. Here's some context for you guys. These coins date back to 2011, before the BIP39 standard existed. Back then, private keys were managed individually per address with no hardware wallet support, even today. This suggests that the keys were stored in a wallet.dat file, and the transaction was likely signed using a software wallet like Electrum. From a security standpoint, this is absolutely insane. Just some context, okay? And then... ready for your mind to be blown. That's awesome. And then this guy, who is a Coinbase guy, like a top employee at Coinbase, said the BTC that is on the move today appears to be from a single miner from 2011. Here is a transaction where they consolidated 180 mined reward blocks a few hops ago. They had an address of 200K BTC in it at one point in 2011, which would be 22 billion today, which is a top 5 wallet ever. If I had to guess, 50% plus chance, this is an unmarked exchange cold wallet, giving some of the behavior of a related wallets and also history of things like this. But it is quite odd. Also assume PSYOPs. It's a US holiday into a weekend. Generally, if someone was going to unload size, they wouldn't wake up when everyone else is at the beach. And they said there's a lot of weird stuff going on, right? If you look in the comments, he also said, Connor also said, let's see. He posts a lot of stuff, but one sec, I'm just scrolling down on his replies. Right here. There was a slight kind of theory that it was a hack. There's a small possibility that the 8 billion in BTC that recently woke up were hacked or compromised private keys. I found a single BCH, this is Bitcoin Cash, test transaction from one of the BTC whale clusters 14 hours ago, followed by the full amount. An hour later, the BTC wallets began to move. There is a possibility that the owner was testing the private key in a way that wouldn't get noticed, as BCH isn't monitored heavily by whale watching services. Which makes me say that this is What makes me say this is that the other BCH wallets have not been touched at all. Why wouldn't they also sweep these? This is all extreme speculation, but the movements are also extremely odd here. I do not think this is exchange wallet due to the BCH activity, and given the BTC transfers appear to be all manual. If true, again, I'm speculating on straws here, this would be by far the largest heist in human history. This is really odd. There's a lot of like debate, like why would they only touch BCH in like one small transaction an hour before the BTC moved, right? Why wouldn't they come back and sweep the remaining BCH? This is odd. There is a possibility the owner was testing a private key. Yeah. So there's a lot more we got to go through, okay? There's a lot more. There's a lot more here, I promise you guys. Here is another explanation. This kind of movement is never just about coins, right? An 80,000 BTC transfer from pre-BIP39 wallets implies that someone with deep roots in early Bitcoin, potentially OG miners, early pioneers, or even intelligence-linked actors. There are only a few plausible explanations. Let's go through these, folks. Pre-positioning for monetary reset. Ooh, that is huge. This way may reflect strategic asset mobilization to escape legacy rails or align with the coming capital rotation. Custodial transfer. This could be consolidation of early whale wallets into a more modernized institutional grade setup. State actor involvement. Ooh, this is what y'all said. Was it some nation states? China, North Korea? Ooh, this is intelligence, right? Most retail observers are marveling at the technical risk here. But the real question is, why now? The window for anonymous mobility of this scale is closing. The FATF travel rule, KYC rules, smart surveillance tools are catching up. Whoever moved these coins knows that old Bitcoin may be one of the last forms of truly untethered capital and is being repositioned before that ends. Dun-dun-dun. What do y'all think, folks? What do you think about these theories? Yo, just skip ahead, Maverick. Just skip ahead. And folks, we're only like a little bit of the way through this BTC mystery, but like I said, goal is 100 likes. If you're watching now or after the fact, then please give a quick like to reach our goal. Okay, who moved the BTC and why? Here's some more theories. Just went through the 80K BTC transfer that people are losing their minds over. It's just some OP return messages, blast from external address trying to spook the holder. The actual BTC moves happen later, manually one by one. Looks more like cautious cleanup, moving funds from old legacy addresses to safer BCH, BECH32, BC1 wallets. No evidence of any hack. Just a lot of press and influencer hype because people don't know how to read the chain and thought that the OP return was linked to the legitimate wallet's owner. So looks like it was more about security and modernization than an instant dump. Even though it did spook the market, everyone was scared about it, that they're going to dump 80,000 BTC on us, which is more than what Michael Saylor has bought in the past few months, by the way. So far, on-chain signals point to wallet upgrades, not selling, though the door's open for future selling action. Yeah, so that's what it's most likely about. But now, folks, we've talked about the why, right? We've talked about why they're moving it. But what about the who? Who do you think this was? Was it an OG miner or someone else? Well, there's some really interesting theories about the who that we're about to get into right now, folks. Check this out. Check this out. One theory about who moved the Bitcoin yesterday, possibly Christian Olivier Janssens, son-in-law of the last king of Italy, who mined Bitcoin less than 1 month after its creation, is who moved to 80K yesterday. Yeah, this is kind of like conspiracy theory. I don't know if I believe this stuff, but someone else said word is they're linked to Roger Ver. Remember Roger Ver? OG Bitcoin whale. He kind of went in all in on Bitcoin Cash and that kind of died, but he's still very, very influential for what he did for Bitcoin back in the day. So hats off for him. And he may have a lot of BTC left. He said he sold all of it for Bitcoin Cash, right? Something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But now he's like busted for tax evasion. He's asking Trump for a pardon. Now people are saying like, is it him? Roger Ver, his name has been wrapped in controversy. He has legal issues, right? Maybe his tax settlement legal deal, whatever. Is it Roger Ver? Not sure, but it's a possibility. What about this? 80K BTC that moved today are likely Eric Semler's. Same dormant wallet pattern he used with its earliest LP funds. Same 2011 clustering. Look, these that's the beauty of the blockchain, folks. All these on-chain sleuths can try to decipher who it is. Is it Olivier Janssens? Is it Roger Ver? Is it Eric Semler? Is it someone else that's not even famous? Like, is it CIA? Is it North Korea? Right? Maybe it was that guy who sent us. I don't even think that guy didn't have 80K BTC though, right? Eric Semler. Same goes to call Bitcoin the Great. Is this Semler? Guy who lost BTC in dumpster. Let's see. Yeah, no. That was not him. He only had 8,000 BTC. But this guy had 80,000. 10x more. So that's definitely not him. And then Arkham said billionaire Bitcoin whale wallet. Yesterday's $8 billion transfers were possibly related to address upgrades. There was no indication that this whale is selling. Now they could sell. They could sell in the future. They could sell. But you really want to get cheap Bitcoin, don't you, Maverick? That's why you wanted to sell. I do not want it to sell. I want them to hodl and us to have joyful July. But I want to leave a poll for y'all. It wouldn't dump at 80%. Not unless they market dumped on Coinbase or something like that. It wouldn't dump 80%. But you know what I want to do? I want to put up a second poll right now. Okay, let me end this poll. Let me put up another poll. Start a poll. Who was the mystery whale who moved 80K BTC? Roger Ver, Semler, Janssens, OG Miner. Okay, let me change the options. Semler, Janssens, OG Miner, Exchange, wallet exchange. CIA, North Korea, China, etc. I only have 4 options, so let me start this poll. Let me see what y'all think. Hey folks, please vote on the poll. Who is more likely? OG Miner. Okay. Anyhow, I'll check on this poll in a bit. It's just interesting to see other. Well, if it's other, type what is. Like, what do you think? Who else would it be? Like, if you think it's a person, just vote like number 1 or 2. Zach XBT didn't really comment on who it was though. I looked at his profile already. He just said there were people like spamming the account and address or something. So really interested to hear what y'all think about that. Wait, let me see. Interesting. Miner. Yeah, exactly. OG Miner could count as some random original whale or whatever. I should do miner / whale, whatever. You get the idea. Folks, that was crazy, wasn't it? That was a crazy segment. But now we are moving on to some other really fun segments like KOL Call Tracking and Tokenomics Takedown, which today we are taking down Solana's SOL as requested by some of y'all watching. But first, one of my favorite segments of my streams, which is KOL Call Tracking, okay? It could be Jack Dorsey, yeah, nation state done more subtly, yeah, possibly. Okay, let's see. Guys, look how beautiful this is. Look how beautiful this is. It is getting so full of data, and we are very soon going to be able to fill in some outcomes. Okay, this is our KOL call tracking sheet for those of you who've never watched this before, where we manually track the top KOLs and see who was right or wrong with their calls. And we screenshot too, in case they try to delete and be a-holes about it. Okay, so let's see. Let us see some other KOLs. Okay. Okay, let's... blah, blah, blah. Okay, I have some for y'all. Like this. Colin talks crypto. BTC just wicked up to 110K. It's hungry for highs. I strongly think new all-time highs are coming. It's just a matter of time. Not much longer either. We will give him until... Colin... Wait. Okay, when was that tweet? It was on July 6th, 7/6/2025. BTC new all-time highs soon. End of July, TBD. Okay, let's see who ends up being right or wrong, okay? Here's another one. Venture founder said no alt season because it needs catalysts. Bleed for another 3 months. Okay, let's add this one too. Venture founder, what date was it? Let me also screenshot this. July 6th, 2025. No alt seasons this quarter. End of September, TBD. Here's another one. This is a juicy one. Unpopular opinion. TIA at these levels is probably, TIA is absolutely destroyed. If you look at the chart, let me just show you the chart. Celestia is absolutely dead. Look at this. Jesus, this is like poster child for VC dumps, right? TIA absolutely dead. Okay, I'll do Tokenomics Takedown a little more slowly, but we're doing KOL Call Tracking first. TIA absolutely dead, but unpopular opinion, TIA at these levels is probably offering more attractive risk reward than hype. One is hated, one that is beloved. Winning isn't easy. Okay, Simon. Okay, Simon. Let's see. 7/6/2025. Right? Yes. TIA over hype as of early July. Got a screenshot. And let's give him a few months, okay? TBD. Let's see if this is right. TIA over. This is crazy. This is a hot take. This is a hot take for sure because hype has fundamental drivers like the buyback, right? TIA does not. TIA has VCs dumping on us. Yeah. I'll okay. Do any of these KOLs perform? Yes, some of them. Some of them had technical analysis, but if you have other ones that you want me to share, then please let me know. Let me see. Who else? I know I liked some other predictions that were hot takes. Doesn't even need to be a hot take. Any prediction from a KOL is fine. Let's see. Do I have some? Did we have Poseidon yet? No, we did not. Crypto Poseidon. Check this out. Poseidon. Where was it? Right here. The trade everyone is scared to take, but it's so obvious. Long ETH. Long ETH as of July 5th. Wait, let me screenshot this too. Okay, screenshotting. And back to here, July 5th, 2025, long ETH. End of, let's say, July, TBD. Okay, any other KOLs y'all want me to check out? Alex Becker has been calling for alt season since Bitcoin dominance was like 10% lower. He's like a honestly bad analyst. Good influencer, bad analyst, if that even makes sense. Kyle Chassis. Let's look at Kyle Chassis actually. Kyle Chassis. Okay. ETH about to explode. Okay, maybe we can do that. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this one. 1 hour ago. Kyle Chassis. Kyle Chassis. Thank you so much for sharing that, by the way. 7th ETH about to explode. End of July TBD. Let's see if Kyle Chassis has any other interesting calls. A lot of it's just like news stuff, you know, that's not really calls. Yeah, I don't have anything else for him. Pick Indian too. Is that like the name of somebody? Pick Indian? Nah, I don't even know what that. I don't even know what you mean by that, bro. Virtual. Some of these guys don't really make like calls though. They're just like sharing news, if you know what I mean. Like market updates. It's just like news stuff, you know? They're not making calls. So I can't really track them. Yeah, exactly. They keep talking about alt season, so innocent retail. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna get Alex Becker on here. I'm gonna get him on here. See, he keeps talking about alt season, alt season, alt season, alt season, alt season. People got wrecked because of him. Alt season, alt season. All you had to do was buy alts and do nothing. Like, he is the ultimate alt season LARP. Alex Becker, 7/2/2025. Alt season is coming. He's gonna be wrong for sure. I would fade. I would fade him quite a bit, to be honest. Sorry if I sound like a hater, but alt season has not been here, as we all know. As we all know. We can definitely move it later. We can definitely move it and go back and change the outcomes. So no worries. I agree that some deadlines may not be the right time frame to judge various. Yeah, Alex Becker, just a hype merchant. If he's watching this, hopefully he doesn't get pissed at me, but it is kind of true. I mean, he's an influencer, right? He's millions of followers. Kind of leads them out to dry. I hope you guys don't follow him for alpha. Okay. Time for the next segment. Tokenomics Takedown. So, if you don't know what this is, every stream I look at a different coin and deep dive into their tokenomics like no other channel. I repeat, no other channel does this, guys. No other channel does this like us. This is some crazy alpha that you're about to get, breaking down the tokenomics of the hottest projects. Today is Solana. And I believe you guys asked for like Hyperliquid's hype next. But just as a recap, in the past few weeks, we've done Barachain, we've done Grass, we've done Filecoin, we've done BitTensor Tau, we've done Nillion, and I'm taking requests. In the future, if we get a lot of requests, maybe I'll be like the people who hold more Retail DAO's retail tokens will get priority, like the whales, the retail whales. And if you don't know what Retail DAO is, I'll tell you in a bit later on in the stream. Okay, but I have the links below for you to join Retail DAO. Oh, Mantle's good. Maybe. I had never said don't like alts. I own Hype. I own a lot of Hype. I like some alts. I just don't think it's broad-based alt season, you know? It's not broad-based alt season where every coin's going to pump. You have to be smart about it. You got to debate, discuss, look at momentum, look at fundamentals, look at tokenomics, debate and discuss with us in Retail DAO. Links below in the description. Better than wasting your time? Bro, you wasted your time here? I'm sorry to hear that. But anyhow, for the people who don't think they're wasting their time, the goal is 100 likes on the stream. Would really appreciate it if you can help me reach that either during the stream or after in the VOD as well. But anyhow, Tokenomics Takedown time. Maybe I should make a public Notion. That's a good idea. But one sec. I got to pull up some new... I have to pull up some new things for this Tokenomics Takedown section because I generated some stuff for SOL. Okay. Okay, let me share my screen. One sec. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, I am not wearing makeup, Daryl. Why? You think? I think it's just the lighting because I have lighting coming from one direction. No worries. You all good, woof woof. Peak is an interesting one and BGB as well. Anyhow, remember, folks, for every tokenomics, there's two main things that we got to look at. Sinks versus faucets. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Faucets is like water comes out of a faucet, right? And that means tokens come out of a faucet too. That's the source of new tokens. That's tokens that could potentially be sold. So we do not like for there to be heavy faucets. Sinks, on the other hand, take things out of circulations. That we like because it reduces potential selling pressure. So for SOL, there is a lot of staking emissions, right? That's inflation. That's the biggest source of new SOL. There's a lot of inflation, 27 million SOL per year until the inflation reduces over time. There are fee burns, but it's much smaller. Now, on the other hand, a stronger sink is the staking. There's a lot of SOL being staked, and we're going to take a look at that. So that's good. But there's a lot of inflation as well. New SOL from staking massively outweighs burned SOL for now. Fees are growing, but unless network usage 10x's, inflation will continue for years. Staking locks up a lot of SOL, making supply tighter for trading / speculation, but it isn't a permanent sink. So let's take a look, okay? First of all, a lot of the Solana supply is circulating. So there's not a lot locked up anymore, which is great to see. Inflation is currently near 4.4%, and it tapers off every year until it reaches 1.5%. But right now, it's still kind of high. 66.5% of total supply is staked, which is good. And here also shows you 66.5% is staked. This shows you the amount of SOL burned, but it's really not that much. It's like low six figures per day. That's really not that much. And you know why? Actually, no, let's go. Look, the burn was way down since late last year, early this year. Guys, the burn is way down. You want to know why? This is why. Meme season is over. Pump.fun, volume is down, revenue is way down. Meme season, which was dominating SOL during this period, is way down. There's barely any burn going on. Barely any burn. So that's what I meant by here. Fee burns are growing, but unless network usage 10x's, inflation will continue for years. So my takeaway is that if you ask me, the final verdict is a B- for SOL in this tokenomics takedown. It needs more sustained usage, folks. It needs another meme season. It needs D-pin season. It needs AI season or whatever new meta, right? Otherwise, the inflation is just suffocating, even though they have decently healthy SOL being staked. Wait, why am I getting messaged? Okay. Okay, sorry about that. So, okay. So that's the tokenomics takedown. Next time I'll do hype, but I want to do a different segment now called Change My Mind. Where's my Change My Mind?
All right.
Where's my Change My Mind? Dang, I didn't even make it. Okay, I'll do this Change My Mind next time. But real quick, guys, if you let me just mute my phone. I'm getting so many. Okay, muted my phone. If you guys haven't joined a Retail DAO yet, you definitely should. Links below in the description. But Retail DAO is a private token gated community. You need at least 20K retail tokens, which is really cheap. It's like $12 right now. And if you buy more, you get access to higher features. Like Pro is 100K retail tokens, and VIP Whale is 250K. But you can just join as simple 20K, really cheap, and you get access to an amazing community of retail investors where we have alpha, where we debate, discuss, support each other. It's really the best. It's really the best community of retail investors I've ever been a part of. So you definitely should join us. We are growing really fast. We are still active even during boring periods. And yeah, I would love for all of y'all to join. If you haven't joined already, would really love for all of y'all to join Retail DAO. Ask me any questions. You can join the Discord, and Discord's in the website, of course. And there's a Start Here page which shows you what you need to do to join. So I hope I see some of y'all in the Retail DAO. Buy at least 20K retail tokens, and you can always sell at any time, right? You can sell at any time if you don't like what you see. But if you sell, your Discord access will be automatically revoked by the token gating bot within 24 hours. So I really, really, really recommend you guys join. Would love to see y'all there. If you consider yourself a serious retail investor and want to continue to dig for alpha opportunities, even during slow periods, then this is for you. Would love for y'all to join. And I'm a longtime member too. All right, folks, that's it for now. I had a great stream. I will add timestamps, and I will see y'all when? Wednesday. Cheers, folks.